Today we're making Kimchi Jjigae or Kimchi Stew, Korea's #1 comfort food. Warm, spicy, and tangy, it's easy to make yet full of rich flavors that feel like a cozy hug on a cold day. Let's get started. The most important ingredient you'll need is kimchi. Kimchi is easy to find at most grocery stores, but if you have a choice, go for this brand, Jongga. Even Koreans in Korea buy this brand the most. Next, you'll need a block of tofu. If you can, get this brand Pumwon. It's the one most Koreans trust. If you cannot find tofu, you can skip it. It will not change the flavor, though I've rarely seen kimchi jjigae without it. There are many ways to make kimchi jjigae. You can use pork, tuna, or just tofu for a vegan version. Today we're making my favorite, pork kimchi jjigae. If it is your first time trying kimchi stew, I recommend starting with pork. We'll use 200 grams or about a half a pound of pork for a rich savory depth. I'm using pork shoulder, but any cut will work. You'll also need half an onion for natural sweetness, Gochugaru or Korean chili powder for the bold hit, sugar to balance the spice, soy sauce for umami, and 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, about 6 cloves for an extra punch of aroma. Before we start cooking, let's prep the ingredients. Start with the onion. After peeling off the outer layer, remove an additional thin layer as it tends to be tough and doesn't blend well with the stew. Then slice it into pieces about the size of your finger. If it is too thin, it might break down and affect the texture. For the tofu, when you open it, it will likely be submerged in water. The water helps protect the tofu during the storage. And don't worry if it is slightly cloudy, it's just protein from the tofu. As long as the tofu has been kept cool, you don't have to rinse it unless the packaging says otherwise. Cut the tofu into cubes or rectangles. I'm going for the flat rectangles. Now for the pork, cut 200 grams into pieces that are about half a bite size. This size helps the meat cook faster while staying tender and flavorful. Now let's make the kimchi sauce. I'm using 200 grams or about 0.44 pounds of kimchi. To the kimchi, add half a tablespoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of gochugaru, and 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Mix everything well. You could add these directly to the pot, but mixing them beforehand prevents clumps and helps the sugar balance out the tanginess of the kimchi earlier. Let's start cooking. Heat a pot over medium heat and stir fry 200 grams of pork until it creates a savory base. Next, add the kimchi mixture. The kimchi will bring the bold, tangy flavor that defines this dish. Stir until the pork is slightly browned and the kimchi becomes aromatic. Now add the sliced onions and stir until they soften slightly. Then pour in 2 cups or 500 milliliters of water and add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce for extra umami. Stir everything together and place the tofu pieces on top, making sure they're in contact with the stew to absorb the flavor. Bring it to a boil, then reduce the heat to a simmer for 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. During this time, the broth thickens into a perfect harmony of spicy, savory, and tangy flavors. You can simmer it longer if you prefer. Koreans say the longer it cooks, the better it tastes. Just make sure to add water as needed. And there you have it, Kimchi Jjigae, the ultimate Korean comfort food. Hearty, flavorful, and perfect with a bowl of rice. Try making it at home and let me know how it turns out. If you have a favorite Korean dish you'd like me to make next, or have any questions or suggestions, drop them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.